Welcome back to Satisfactory. I'm so glad you're here. We've got to keep up with our advent calendar. If we get too far behind, then it'll just get ridiculous. Today's just going to be some free coupons. No big deal. I think I'm caught up at 9. I kind of want to see if I can find 10 real fast. If it takes longer than a second, then I'll look at it later. All right. It's not jumping out at me, so it's fine. I believe I'm up to date, though. All right, we've done the calendar. We had a little fixing that we wanted to do before we jump back into real work. And our presents are getting a little backed up. So I'm tempted to there's still some stuff in here. Oh, we already ran out of copper ingots. Wow. Okay. We're going to have to connect all that stuff directly, but I think we're going to wait until we can do it in such a way that's more automated. I'm not going to say fully automated. I'm going to say more automated. I'm going to move this sink over just a little bit so it's in the middle of this one. I cannot believe I'm still out of iron rods. You know, I thought about iron rods, but somehow didn't bring myself to pick some up. Give me a second. We're going to grab some iron rods. Luckily, we have our starter factory. Okay. Now, at the very least, we have some iron rods. I need to go through and probably need to do some research on some inventory expansion items. But for right now, we can get this little merger in here. And now I want to decide, like, obviously we're making more gifts than we need. The simplest thing to do would be to hit a branch here, overflow, call it a day. I think I might just do all those things. And then I'm going to put a little, kind of a dead-end storage here, where we can maybe have a few gifts once the fix mysteries stop working. I'm going to take all this inline storage off, so that way it has to operate a little more normally. And then we'll take a little off of here just to give these guys an opportunity to run. Okay, something like that. We'll see how that goes. And that'll set us up for tens of thousands of gifts, so we can still have snowballs in July. All right. First two fun pieces are done. Now we can go over to actual fun. And I wonder if I just put another cannon in here. Do I have what it takes? All right. Our fuel factory, which is going to be our drone hub. We're doing all this to have a rocket fuel based drone hub. We've got all this good oil here. Trying to decide where we connect it. We need three full pipes worth of oil. We could connect it kind of right here. Ooh, I like this. It's right on the water level. We've got extractors over here. Oh, we've got oil right in front of us. Theoretically, I should probably store and forward some of this oil. But I could also just kind of get it done for now. Let's see where our oil extractor is. We'll put this in kind of right on it, right? I mean, no need to do anything fancy. I need basically 3 full pipes of oil. That's only half of one. Oh boy. That's a full pipe. That's good. One full pipe and one half a pipe. All right. And there's one in this cave. We're not going to venture too far in. Oh, there's 2 oil patches in here. Okay, so that's another full pipe. Oh, hi. Hey, so let's see. How much do we have here? 1 full. 2 full. Okay, well, that makes it a lot easier. We'll come kind of higher up before we go all the way to the ground level, just so it's not too steep of a drop. We'll have to decide if we want to do something else with this oil or not. I'm kind of tempted to say not. I'm okay with not doing anything else with this. But we'll have the option. But right now, all we need is 3 full pipes of oil. And with that, we've got 3 full pipes of oil. And let's drop some power. Man, that floodlight tower is really tall. Is that the... Can we adjust the height? Nope, just the angle. Since these are all full 600, I don't have to do any mixing or matching, right? These are all equally represented, so we're set to keep moving. How are they turning? Yeah, they get kind of close together, but you know, I should probably give these guys a little room here. So we'll go 1, 2, 1, 2. Probably good a time as any is to put in a little bit of pump action. I want to make sure that we have the height, because we're going to have to lift this basically to the top of the structure. Just get a high quality top tier pump in place. Okay, so I'm thinking generally we can just force the liquid up. The problem is we need to get it going all the way around. Gonna have to think. I could build another one of these across, and that would give us access to multiple entry points. Why don't I have my coffee cup? I kind of like how that's working. Though I don't know if I can squeeze 3 pipes into that. Well, technically I don't have to. I only have to squeeze 2 pipes. And technically I don't even have to do that many. Alright, I like where this is headed. Structurally, it offers, you know, more visual support. Maybe we do a corner pylon right here or something. But it's also going to allow us to bury these pipes. At least that's the plan, right? We're going to have to put a wall in order to give ourselves the pipeline wall connectors. Which, you know, fair enough. How tall can we make these? Let's check it again, I guess. Just do the same thing, right? How high can... Oh, wait, you know what? We should probably lift in there while we're thinking about it. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Let's, it looks like the current lift can handle at least to here. Or not. One reinforced plate. Just one. Yeah, it's already going past this point. But it probably wouldn't hurt to preemptively pump this up again. All right, so now we've got this going and we've got power available to us to keep going. Now let's figure out how much higher we can go. Now the question is, how far up is this pump actually pumping? What is the rating on this? 50 meters. This is 4 meters. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40 meters. We're right at where we need to put another pump in anyway. Admittedly, I'm probably putting it in a little early, but it's okay. I'm trying to decide if this is high enough to just call it. Probably. I should go as high as I can. So we could peel off oil to this side. Almost immediately. This design is very cool looking, but nearly impossible to deal with. And it's definitely not anti-clip. Let's put in Again, these pumps are very close, so we should be good. I kind of like the idea of leaving this as an observational area where we can actually see what's going on. So maybe I don't lock that one in quite yet. A few of these are going to kick on, and the problem is, let me think. So there's rubber in this whole circle right now. It's just running in the circle around and around and around. That's why there's no rubber in this machine. One pipe is keeping this one machine. It's filling. It's filling. Oh boy, I can already feel myself being disappointed by this whole setup. Why the flow rate would be anything other than 600 all the time is beyond me. Let me take a quick little break here to... What did I actually set up in here? I actually put a pump in here. So the speed to here should be unquestioned. And then the speed to here should be unquestioned as well. So inside of here, we put these cheap pumps in here to make sure that each machine had direct access to the oil. And graphically, this thing is pumping like crazy. I mean, that's all there is to it, right? Is it goes from this pump, which is taking oil and shooting it down. It is getting split, but 500 here. I guess it is slowly filling. Now, why this one's getting zero is another question. See, now that's the part I don't understand. 0? Really? Alright. Ooh, there's a hard drive around here. Let's try not to get distracted. The point is it's more or less working. Things are getting sent in. Heavy oil residue is getting sent into the heavy oil residue export pipes, and rubber's getting sent to the rubber export belt. So we're going to call victory as far as that goes for now while we can. I'm trying to decide, do I show a little pipe here, or do I kind of cover it? Well, I don't know that I want this. So we're going to have to extend this a little bit. Going to have to pull this out, I think. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's pull this. Leave that. We got to put this back in. Then we got to put a wall in here. Then we can put in the pipe. Then we can probably connect this to this with it totally covered. Minus that little spot. Oh, man. There we go. Perfectly covered. Like it. Victory. I mean, where do I connect this is the question. Those first machines were just getting all the oil, basically. I think this side of the house is just gonna have to suffer. Not gonna get as much oil as everybody else. Let's put in a upside down inverted ramp right here, but then we'll, oops, right here, then we'll lock it in. Nudge, nudge, half nudge. I hear oil pumping. Man, it will not find a snap point that I want. I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Well, let's fix this side of it first, I guess. We'll get this part linked in and then we'll worry about the rest of it. So, a wall. See, a little bit of oil's making its way down here. I can't get out! I mean, I could always delete another section, but this is so tightly designed that I don't want to delete something that's hard to replace. What is it with this section? Having a hard time finding the snap point. Either way, it doesn't matter. Snap point found. So I could... See, now these two are pumping nicely. How much of this oil are we putting out? 20, 30, 50 times 24. 2 pipes worth of output. All right, they're lighting up, so we're going to keep going. For that to work, we would have to probably connect it on the inside of this. Do I... I'm trying to decide, are these guys getting any oil over here? Let's look at it that way. It should make its way down though, right? The output belt for the rubber is filling up. I think I'm going to split this last one between these two. Should work. Let me just check this to see if there's oil here. All right, it's oily and ready to go. No, I'm going to leave it. I was tempted to make a change, but I think it's fine. Pipe is too long. Oh boy, we just need to find a place to connect this oil. I see it. That's where I want to connect it, but I was in the way. See if we can get out of the way. Oh boy. This might be in exactly the hardest spot to do this. Let's go from this side so we can't be on the way. If we can see. There it is. Okay. We'll put the inverted foundation in. As soon as we find it. And one of the things we have to remember is the reason why it is going to be running so well is because nothing's outputting, so all the oil is going to get moved around nicely because the machines are full, so they can't take any more oil. We're just over an hour. I think one more connection of oil is called for, though. At this point, we've got it under control, right? We know what we're doing, so we're just gonna Pop you there. Pop you there. Drop and drop. Sample the pipe hole. Oh, we need another wall. This time I shouldn't have deleted that, but we're going to go a little further out. Just so we have room to breathe when it comes time to making that connection. Let's see if that makes it a little easier to connect. So there we go. We've introduced this center, sort of this quad support beam. And we'll figure out what we're going to do with the edge of this. We'll probably just put a, you know, a nice concrete pillar in here. Just shoot that down. Maybe we'll do a metal one. We'll see. The point is that it's fully supported and it looks like it. And now we've got the oil distributed. Now everybody's going to start complaining because they can't get rid of their oil, heavy oil residue, and they can't get rid of their rubber. And what we want to do on this side, $45 heavy oil residue. 45 times 24. Yep, we need 2 pipes at 600 to drop in heavy oil residue. So at 2 points on this circle, we'll pick drop points. Not sure exactly how we're going to do that. Doing it here would be the easiest. We could just pull in the heavy oil residue, drop it down, and then move it in. And then we'll have to create some exports for the rubber. Kind of fun. We could just connect the rubber right here and drop it in that way. That's something to consider. But let's figure that out in the next episode. I'm happy with the way this is looking. It's coming together nicely. We could drop rubber on a couple of the corners here. I mean, there's lots of stuff we could do. But let's figure it out in the next episode. We got the calendar done. We did some syncing for the Fixmas stuff to make sure that's running consistently. We got the oil extract done. We skipped the mix and match because all of the pipes that we had were full. We connected the oil to the heavy oil residue. And then next time we'll move into dropping the heavy oil residue from this level down to this level and linking the output of the rubber. And then here, we're going to have to pump in water and link out the packaged fuel. 2,400, 24 times 90. Ooh. That's 4 pipes of water, basically. I think we'll do something like we did on this side for that. But for water. Whether we do it on this pillar or this one is another question. But it's something good to keep in mind because, you know, these pillars are only so big before they start to leak. And of course, we can do what we did here is add some additional flying buttresses. But we'll figure it out in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.